Major life events are having a negative impact on Americans' retirement plans. That's according to a recent survey from Goldman Sachs. Roughly 70% of respondents said they've had to pause, delay, or take a retirement plan loan to afford having a child, buying a home, or paying for college. Mike Martinez of M. Martinez and Associates joins us to share other financial options that we have when it comes to covering these major life events. Mike, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So that's an interesting survey that was taken by Goldman Sachs. I guess let's talk point by point about what people can do now to still live their life, but also be prepared for retirement. I was telling you, I know people in our age group we're preferring to just book a trip instead of trying to make some of these big life decisions, because some things just feel so overwhelming and honestly impossible to do.
Right. Remember, we're talking to the people that are in the late 20s, early 30s. Those are the ones that are trying to buy a house or maybe have a child. And as we were speaking, they spend more time planning a trip, right? If they take that same initiative in budgeting and trying to plan to buy a house or a child, it would work because, right, we want to know where we're going to live, how much is it going to cost, what down payment do I need to put, what kind of monthly note can I afford on the mortgage. So these are the things that you can first start off with, is sit down and plan it just like you would to go to Japan or to Europe and say, oh my gosh, I got to find out what's it going to cost me, what's the trip going to cost, what's the hotel going to cost. Same thing you need to do for this and budget.
Child care costs, though.
Yeah, now child care is a little bit different. So now when we're having a child, for those of you that are in that stage and maybe have a house and said, oh, I need to borrow against my retirement, that's the last thing you want to do. You want to look at home equity loans if possible, or if you have some emergency money off to the side that you can tap into. The reason why is you don't want to disturb retirement money. It's cheaper to go out and get a home equity line or a mortgage against the house because you'll pay a lower interest rate. Sometimes we make the mistake, we're so excited we want to go buy baby furniture and all baby clothes and remodel the room, and we put it all on that charge card at 21 to 26% interest. So it's better to look at home equity loan and prepare for that too, because you are going to have to pay deductibles, you are going to have to pay out of pocket medically and all, and that can add up to thousands of dollars, and it might hit you by surprise. Then you go force and start moving some of that retirement money, and that's a big mistake. You want that to be last.
And what about if you're looking to cover college costs? Because I know a lot of people try to start a college account for their kids before they have kids sometimes, even, or when they have kids. But I guess, what are your suggestions so you're not tapping into retirement when you come to covering college
Correct.
costs?
That's a really good question, too. And I think that you need to look and see if your child is going to stay in state, you have the top program, and you can put some money aside because it doesn't cover everything, right? And if they're going out of state, be prepared for a sticker shock. You know, unless they could qualify for some kind of scholarship money, it's very expensive. What I did with my daughter is I covered a home line of equity. So in other words, against my house, they gave me an equity line, and every year I paid her tuition. Unfortunately, she got 8 scholarships, and she applied for 9 schools, and she took the one that she didn't get a scholarship. But I paid the tuition every year out of that, and then little by little, I just kept paying down that line of credit. And the reason why is because I was offered 7%, and that's a lot less. So yes, you have to prepare for that, but the last thing you want to do is really tap into, yes, you can borrow money from your 401k, but try to make that the last resort. Look at the different loans you can borrow, home equity loan, line of credits, look at what the interest rates are, and that's the way to solve and pay these big high-cost things.
All right, Mike Martinez, thanks for helping us kind of navigate some of this choppy financial weather, if you will.